Hello, fellow Novians. My name is Rob, and welcome to another video in this tutorial series. Today, we will be talking about screens. Yes, the screens and their functions within Dual Universe. Shameless plug. So if you're interested, this is a screen extra large. I think this is the biggest screen that you can get in the game. It is huge, but we're going to talk about what you can do with these things, how to use them, and other such fun facts. So let's jump in here. You all know how to place things by now, or hopefully you do. So if you have screens in your inventory, you just slap them on the wall. There are different types of screens and different sizes of screens. If you are buying from the marketplace, beware. There are screens that are not screens. I am linked to this container. That's good. So let's bring up our little market interface, which is J. I'm going to type screen. And you're going to get all these different things in here, right? This is not a screen. This is a part for producing things. So this is not a screen. The only things that are screens are the ones that say screen on them, except for Excel. I don't know why they made that without saying screen. But you see this says screen across it, right? And it's got this kind of like flashy icon of what the screen looks like. That is a screen, and transparent screen is a screen. But these things here, these uncommon screen L things that look like slide projectors, are not screens, they are parts. So if you go in here and you buy one by accident, you're not going to be able to use it. And then you're going to be upset. And then you'll be sad panda. So that is screens. This right here is an example of a transparent screen. And why is it transparent? Well, let me go ahead and place one here, right? You can kind of see it better when it's not next to the wall, but let's equip this large transparent screen. All right, we'll get it to stand up. You can see that it is kind of like glass. It is clear, and if you put an image on it, then it kind of goes through that. So we can go here and do kind of quick text and type hello, and you can see, you can still see through it. So some things you may not want to use transparent screens for, especially if you have like a sunny background. You can't really tell what that is. It's like head until I like look at it from a different angle. And of course, if I look at it from the reverse side, so sometimes these are good to use, like in cockpits and stuff like that, where you kind of need to see through parts of the screen that may block your vision if you use a solid screen. Let's pick that back up. So that's what they're good for. Be aware, though, that there is a bug. It is a known bug where if you log off near a transparent screen and you log back on near a transparent screen, they all turn white. And the only way that I know to fix that is to get like a very far distance away from the ship and relog. So that's why a lot of people don't use the transparent screen, because they can turn like solid white, which if you're using it for like DU damage HUD or something like that, is very naughty. So you can see I've got different like uses of the screens in here. This is a solid screen. This is a screen M. And then I have these screens up here, and these are not images. This is actually HTML code. This is from a public link that I can put in the description. So let's talk about the different things you can do with a screen. So let me go ahead and grab this medium screen here, and we'll go ahead and plop it on the wall. All right. So by default, the screen is black, right? So if you right click on it, you get a few options here. You get quick text, which is what I just showed before. You can just type in text, meow, 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 and it'll automatically format it and try to keep it center, right? So now I've got meow mix on the wall. Other thing, quick image. So the thing with quick images is that they have to be approved. So let's talk about that before we talk about images. So I'm going to bring up my web browser here. So this is the Dual Universe website. If you go to your account after you log in and you go down to image upload, it brings you to this page here, my image library. If you want to add an image to the library, you can just click in here and, you know, it brings up your stuff and you can just pick an image and drop it in there. So images have to be reviewed. You can see I've got a couple in pending and I've got some in approved. So once they're approved, you can use them on the screen. So let's say I want to use this one right here. If you click on the little link, it copies the link to it. And then we can go back to the game. And I can put that link in there. And it shows up on the screen. Just like that. You cannot like copy images off of YouTube, off of Google and try to put it in there. It'll just fail. So that is how that works. There is also a Dual Universe image share Discord that I will put the link also in the description. This is a Discord where people who have already approved images share the links to those images, and that you can use them as long as they stay in that person's library. Which they should, because there's no real reason to delete things out of your libraries. But you can find all kinds of stuff, images in there, signs, flags, scripts, SVG stuff. And that is the next option on here, quick SVG. So I am not an expert on SVGs. If you find one, you would just put the SVG content in here. So let me find one real quick. All right. Control A. We'll just copy this in here, right? It's kind of like it uses HTML as well. Click OK. Oh no, cannot exceed 550,000 characters. Well, I guess that's not going to work. Oh, that's because I copied the entire freaking Discord. Okay. No. Let me see if I can just copy this instead of trying to copy the entire Discord and paste it in there. Quick SVG, type that, okay, and yep, there we go. So that is stuff you can find on the Discord. You can just put like quick SVGs in there, and you get a little slideshow. So you could put this on a wall or something else. But there's a whole section on that Discord for quick SVGs that you can just copy and paste into the pasty box, right? You could also download them to your computer. But again, it has to be stuff that is coded, that is already approved. So cancel. Let's do another one. Quick SVG. Copy the code, put it in there, and now we have a nice toasty fire. Look at that. All right, so these things are very versatile. And let's talk about the last thing, which is HTML. So these screens can use HTML content. If I go to quick text, let's say, right, and I just type, this ship is blue, right? So by default, it's just going to write this ship is blue. Now, if I go to advanced and I go to edit HTML content here, you can see that it transformed that quick text into HTML. So now it's saying style font 7, this ship is blue. I could change the font size if I want. What I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to do color equals blue. I believe is the correct. Maybe not. Where does it go? I know it goes in style, right? Blue. Font 7. Nope, that just messes it up. That just makes it really, really small. Well, there's stuff here. Oops. And if you completely screw it up, you can just go back to quick text, and I could type, "This ship is blue." Something you can do, which if you don't want to be stupid like me, is look on Google and just type in HTML color code or something like that, and we can kind of break that up, right? So let me see if I can get this right. Style equals color blue. No. Well, I am not an HTML coder, but some people are, and you can find their codes in here and stuff. So this is one of the public access codes. So I'm just going to copy this, right? Control A copies everything. Control C. There we go. So now if I come over here and I go to advanced, edit HTML content, I can go ahead and drop this code in here, which is a bunch of stuff that I don't understand, but I do understand like a little bit of things, like what these are and all kinds of stuff. But this person has this set up so that primary color, highlight color, text color, and these are just the HTML codes for that color. Again, you can just look that up on Google and it'll show you. And then we have like circuit color and all that kind of stuff. So you could change all that to different colors. And then we have like the text section right here. So bloobity, bloobity, blue, blah. There we go. All right. And there's a symbol in here that you could change and all kinds of stuff. But if you are proficient in HTML, you could kind of do your own thing. I did at some point make this with a bunch of help. So if we look at this, this is just very easy HTML content. So we have like the font size is 4. So this is what I was doing wrong here. I thought I did it right, but I guess I didn't. So yeah, style color equals, this is blue, I think, free blueprint. And this is just very simple HTML code that I grabbed from browsing the internet for a couple minutes and figured out what I wanted to do here. And then just kind of formatted it. And we got like this screen. It's not fancy like that one is up there, but it gets the point across that, you know, there's a free blueprint. This is what it is. Some information, a warning in red, and you know, free blueprint, limit 1 per person, etc. So it gets the point across, and you know, you're good to go. So if we go up to the showroom, let me get out of build mode here, right? If we go up to the showroom here, you can see I used the screens to kind of give a lot of information here, and this is all just HTML code. It is not an image, though I do have an image that I made, but I kind of like this better because it's a lot more information in a larger area. But if I wanted to, let me go ahead and copy this so I don't lose it, right? If I wanted to, I could go to quick image here. And this is not for this ship, but I did make a thing in Photoshop that I could just then go ahead and paste in here. And, you know, there we go. So this is a different way you could do signs for your showroom. But I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and shit, did I just lose that? Oh well, I'll fix it later. The thing about that is if I screw that up, I could just go over here and grab it from another screen that I have set up. But that brings up another point. It's a good idea to save these HTML code things in like Notepad++ or something. Most of the time I edit these in Notepad++ just so I don't have to play with the screen. So Let me go ahead and change this here. This is Demios heavy hauler. Okay, like I could put an image here. I don't have one yet for this ship, but I could kind of put anything in there. So that changed that there. And then the cost of this is 15 million for HTML. So I believe this is 15 million for blueprint and 40 million for the token. Okay, and there we go. Easy setup and done. And like I said, I have these saved, and all these colors are editable in this HTML script. And I'll leave a link to this GitHub page where you can get the HTML codes for all of this stuff. A lot of people use them, but that's okay. You can kind of set your own colors and things like that and make it your own. So let's talk about one last thing you can do with screens, and that is using them with a programming board. So let's come back down here. I have a programming board in my inventory. Equip. And I'm just going to stick this on the wall here. All right. So let's go ahead and wipe this. Delete. Okay. Alternatively, you can pick the screen up, you can remove dynamic properties and then put it back down, but that was just easy to do. So we're going to talk about one in particular. I'm just going to use one that doesn't require a data bank, which is the space warp calculator. So the only thing you have to do with this is you would link the programming board to your core on your ship, and you would link it to the screen. I'm just going to link it to the screen. We don't really need a core right now. It may fail. And then I'll just go ahead and paste Lua configuration from my clipboard. And hopefully when I turn that on, nope, we get a script error. So I guess that won't work on a static construct. So let me go ahead and pick both these up. We'll go run back up to the Demios, and I already have it set up there. So whoop, I'm still in build mode. Watch me fail at life. Okay. And yep, and now I'm stuck under the bridge. Okay. Because this is just failure day. And we'll talk about some Lua scripting maybe in another video once I get a little bit better at it. Excuse me. Oh, it is allergy season in space. Who knew? So this is just a SVG that's running here, this little radar thing, right? And then I have this fuel management script running here. But this is what we were looking at. So this is on a transparent screen, which might make it a little hard to read. But if we look at this board is just linked to the core and linked to the screen. And then once you put the code in here, so you would just go to advanced and then paste Lua configuration. And I'm just pasting the space map with warp cell calculator that you can find. Just do a web search or something. I can include that in the description as well. But yeah, you just paste the code from the page, the web page that it's on, into the board, and then you would activate it, and the screen suddenly comes to life with all of this information, and you can actually click on this. Now, a mistake some people make when they're clicking is if your tool is out and you try to click on anything, you're going to get target not found, because the tool is trying to like dig a hole or something. So make sure your tool is put away before you click on this. You do not click F, that will turn the screen off. You just use your mouse button, your left click mouse button, to click different things. So let's say I wanted to go to Feli, right? Just click on that. And it plots a course out to Feli, and tells me what my warp cost is, but not right now apparently. I do not have any cargo or anything else. So I'll troubleshoot that later. me bring up the Lua code. Yeah, it is linked to the core. Strange. Other things you can do with this Lua code is, like, this is DU damage HUD, and it's got all this information if I'm standing in the right place, which I'm not. Apparently, I can. Oh, it's not on. That's why. Activate. There we go. I can click on these little tabs down here and go to different screens. I can see my fuel screen, see my damage screen. I can see the time here. I could set like these different views: side view, front view. I like top view personally, just to see where your damage components are. This will tell you where all your components are, and I'll do another video specifically on DU damage HUD, how to install it, how to use it. There's some unique things in here, like you can click on that and it puts a little HUD on your own screen that you can use to find elements that are broken. And you can connect that to 3 different screens. So I have like the fuel over here and the damage over here, and then the detailed damage screen back here. So, you know, somebody sitting back here could read it. And yeah, that is that. So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave a comment in the comments section down there. If you've got any opinions on videos that you think I should do, that you'd like to see covered, let me know. I am always happy to make a video request if I think enough people will want to see it. Otherwise, I can just message you in private and tell you how to do something. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and give me that thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see more of these. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're always notified when I drop a new video. Otherwise, I will see you out there in space. Stay safe.